show this week is going to show some cars that a friend of ours has as a collection down in Florida. Now, you've already seen a number of his cars probably on the show. That was up in Portland, Maine. And we shot like 13 cars. The cars that we did shoot, very unique, very nice. But he told me that he had some cars down here in Florida, which is where he vacations or lives. I don't know if you can call this a vacation down here. This is okay. You do. This is where he lives. So with that in mind, we're going to take a look at the cars down here. Now, we took a long ride from Portland, Maine down to Vero Beach, which you have to experience this place to really understand it. This is so beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. And on top of it being a beautiful location, these are beautiful cars. And I really am having probably the most trouble with where we start. You have an eclectic group of cars. One of the first cars that I saw, and we'll go into it much deeper, was the Pantera. Great story behind that. We're going to have a lot of good information on that thing. And then you got the Corvette, that's 55?
55, yeah.
55 Corvette. And there's one very unique car that we're going to have an opportunity to take a look at, and it's a Westland.
Yes, Westland.
And
W2.
Okay. You people probably haven't heard about it, but you're going to hear about it here first. And this is for real. It's a very unique opportunity. And we've got a couple of other little old cars out there that we'll be taking a look at. But I really want to start with the Westland. Tell me the story on that thing. There are two of them that were made. One has never been found, but this one has. This has an extremely unique story, so let's start with that.
I bought it in Westland, Maine, at the auction at the museum. I didn't go there to buy that car. I went there to buy 4 others, which I wasn't the successful bidder on. This particular car came up. It intrigued me because it was different. I had no idea really what it was all about, but I said if I could have it a reasonable amount of money, I'll buy it. We successfully bid on the car, got the car, and started investigating it. The car was built in 1958 in Hereford, England, at the Westland Motor Company. It was designed by Joseph Lucas, engineered by Healy, and built by Westland. It's one of 2 cars were built at that particular time. One was built for the British market. This was built for the American market. It was shipped over here in 1958. It landed in Marblehead, Mass. at the Tucker Car Company, Marblehead, Mass. It stayed there for about 4 years and finally was bought by somebody in Vermont. It was moved to Vermont, driven for a while, and then eventually put in storage. It was put into a shed in the farm of Vermont. The roof of the shed fell down. Car was taken out, left in the field. And a gentleman from Vermont saw the car, Dick Sanders, and he had to do something about Healy's. Instead of reminding him of the Healy, he bought the car. Much braver person I ever thought of it. Yeah. The car, basically, if it wasn't for a fiberglass body, it would be just a bump up a rust in the middle of the field. Took the car home, took 7 years researching it and restoring it to the condition it is now.
7 years.
7 years.
Wow.
The gentleman was 84 years old. He sold the car a year ago. Very big fella, big strappy man. He couldn't get it past him. Dick, why don't you sell the car? After all that energy you put into it. He's like, couldn't get in and out of it anymore because it's so low.
Yeah.
He did bring the car to a couple of shows in Vermont. He won Best of Show in, I think it was 2006 and 2007 at the, what's the name of the show? Something Across the Sea, where they bring all the British cars in.
Okay. Well, you know, when you think about it, there were a lot of pretty cool little British cars that came over here. MG,
Well, it's because of the Second World War, all the
yeah, the troops.
got used to those little cars.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now, there was one particular, it's called a Boston Healy.
Yes.
God, that has a tie-in to the Swiss thing.
It was engineered, that car was engineered by Healy.
Okay. Now, Healy, is it the company Healy or Mr. Healy?
Mr. Healy.
Okay.
But the tie between Healy and Westland, what I understand is, that Westland built the bodies for Healy in the 50s.
Right.
Westland Motor Company, so that's where the tie came.
Okay. So, who actually designed it? Healy?
Designed by Joseph Lucas.
Lucas.
Right.
So-
Lucas Engineering.
Right.
The favorable Lucas wiring and all British cars.
Jaguar time.
But he
Prince
is,
of Darkness.
but he was basically evidently a pretty bright car designer.
Sure. Now, he designed the car?
He designed the car.
Because he's known for his electrical work, but now one of the things that I noticed about it when I first saw it, and the audience has already had an opportunity to see it, are the headlights. Now, when I saw it, the first thing that went through my mind was the bug-eyed Sprite done by Austin Healy. Austin Healy had one, okay? So I wonder if any of that Austin Healy bug-eyed Sprite moved over to the design of this one.
In in the Healy records, this is called a long nose.
Okay.
But it is a long nose. You just
Sure
say the
is.
nose onto the Sprite,
Sure
you
is.
have this front of this car.
And the engine that's in it is what?
A Morris, a little Morris engine.
Like the Morris Minor
Yep.
cars?
Yes.
Okay. What would that be, about 24 horsepower?
No, I think it's.
Sorry,
Yes,
it's in the
I'm not quite sure, it's not that small, it's about 60.
About 60.
No, actually, it's about 966 cc's,
CC, whatever that works out to be.
and it's,
Okay, so
you won't run away with it, that's for sure.
So how fast have you been with it?
I have been probably 50 miles an hour.
Okay,
in the
that's
car,
fine, that's fine.
You know, but I wouldn't want to take it on a country road going that fast.
Okay.
It is a prototype.
Does it have a handling and everything is all there? You
It's all there,
when you
but
turn
now,
the corner?
basically, it's a 1957 prototype.
Prototype.
It has-
How many made?
2 made.
And you have one.
I have one of the 2, yes.
Is the other one anywhere around?
Not to be known, that's for sure.
Isn't that special?
Yep.
That is very special.
Yes, it is.
You've got one-on-one.
One-on-one.
That's special. Everything you do, everything you get, you redo.
Not everything.
Did you, well, you didn't redo, well, no, we're not gonna go there. Oh, did you redo this one?
No, I'm just doing a few minor improvements on it.
Okay. Because the fiberglass, the design, smoothness, all of
This
stuff
car,
is second.
this car is the way I received it. The way it is now is the way I received it. I've done some engine things, we put a new clutch in it and some odd things like that, but that's about all.
But that fiberglass one is beautiful, and again, the people are gonna get a chance to look at it. Is there anything else you want to tell us about that particular car? Oh, it's prominence. That was another thing you told me about the other day, how you researched it, and
I have the
think that's
original,
interesting.
I have the original sketches done by Lucas,
Wow.
airbrush sketches, concept drawings by Lucas. I purchased those about 3 months ago from a fellow in London who purchased all, when Healy went out of business, they sold off all their engineering drawings and things of that sort. This gentleman bought most of them, and after researching all the items I had when I purchased the car, his email address was there. I contacted him and I bought the original drawings, concept drawings. I also got a photograph of this particular car taken in 1958 in front of Hereford Castle, Cathedral, Hereford Cathedral in London.
We're showing that on the screen, it's got a top on it, and,
It's a left-hand drive. You look real close, it's this particular car.
oh, really?
Yes.
Cool.
And I have the top frame for this car, and the plastic windows and everything. I just have those will probably
That's
redo.
the work in progress right there. So it's complete.
Complete.
Top, windshield,
Everything.
everything. That's really, and you know what? We would not have that. I don't believe we would have that if you hadn't gotten it. I just really don't. I think somebody may have purchased it at the auction, but I don't think that they would have gone to the lengths that you went to, but for the provenance on the thing, for the actual looks of it, it's a beautiful piece.
That's what I do.
It's going to be around now for a long
A
time.
long time to come, that's
Yes,
for sure.
yes, and it's not going to be in the field.
That is somebody's barn.
Yeah, that's held on. Okay, well, listen, I appreciate talking to you about that, and we're going to cut this off because I know we could probably go on for another half hour. But you know, we appreciate what
I
you
enjoy
did.
doing it, thank you.
We appreciate it. We'll be right back.